Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra and today we are going to show you what I got from Coco Daisy. So this release was the gardening release and I added a couple of extra things to my kit. So let's show you what goodies I got. Alright, so of course I already said I got the gardening kit. So we're going to go through that first and the other stuff will be more of a surprise. So put that stuff aside for now. So the first thing that we have here is the Traveler's Notebook. This is a standard size TN. Okay, so I also have the coffee one, and it's right now it's like sitting upstairs. I have no idea what to do with it, and so if I choose not to use it, I might end up giving it away or selling it. I haven't quite decided yet. So this is the tie. So you basically put it through and then you bend it back the other way and then it won't come through because now it's like hooked on there. So that's the elastic closure part. So it is not leather. So for those of you who are Planner Perfect fans, this is not leather. It is, I'm not sure what kind of material it's made out of, but it's very hard. And if you are used to Planner Perfect TNs, this is definitely not the same quality, but it is cute because it is a gardening planner. And if you're anything like me, I will not be taking one of my beautiful, gorgeous TNs that I spent good money for outside to my gardening area, okay? So this one is going to get used. Like I said, my coffee one is just kind of sitting upstairs. I was kind of thinking of using it for maybe a journaling notebook. But this one will definitely be a garden setup, and I plan on, I don't know when yet, but I do plan on doing that video with you guys. I would like to actually set up my garden planner and show you what I'm going to be using for it and how I decorate the pages, and I'll set up a few pages, and I've got some inserts actually that I want to use for it. Just one thing I want to double check here. So this one actually would go really well with this because it's a flowered planner. So I just wanted to bring your attention to this. This is stapled, not stitched, but these are field books and they're by Elan Publishing. You can find them on Amazon, and for a pack of 5, I believe they're relatively cheap. You could probably find them at your local bookstore too. And I had a bunch of these from back when I was all about commonplace notebooks, and I started using the Simply Gilded B6 size because I was getting those in the subscription boxes back when I was getting Simply Gilded. So I was using those up first, and then I wanted to go towards my field notebooks, but I had nothing to keep them in. So now I realized that they actually fit quite well in Planner Perfect notebooks, and they also fit in the standard size as well. So you can see here, perfectly fits. They're a little bit smaller than the Planner Perfect wide size, but they look a lot better than the Coco Daisy standard size notebooks with the Planner Perfect books. So if you guys are fans of Coco Daisy and Planner Perfect, you know what I mean. If you've ever ordered one of the standard traveler size notebooks. So this fits really, really well in here. Very excited to use this and get kind of gardening and stuff. But I do have other TN books I want to put in here. So when I set that up, I will share that with you guys. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I do love to garden. Gardening is one of my things I do every summer for self-care, to provide food for us, because I actually plant vegetable garden as well, and for my pleasure, because I enjoy spending time with my plants. I talk to my flowers, of course, and it does not make me crazy. It makes me a plant lady, okay? It's one of the things I love doing in the morning and at evening, watering my plants and fertilizing them and just trimming them, and just, I don't know, there's something being in the soil, being in the dirt, touching plants and flowers. It kind of calls to my soul. So I know a lot of other people feel it the same way. And I love summer. I just can't wait. So this is the kit that the gardening stuff came in. I did end up putting the stickers in here, but they did not come in here originally. I just put it all together so that I could share it and keep it all organized. And I'll probably put it right back in there. So let's look at the goodies. I did order before, it was like during that weekend, so I did get the extra roll of washi tape. It's in here, so we'll go through that after. The first thing you get are some papers, and I don't know exactly how I'll use these. I might just keep them for a planner down the road. I think they would actually go good with one of the Planners Anonymous kits, the forest one, because it's all green and really pretty, but we'll see. So this one is green on the side with the little dots, and then you could write something here if you wanted to. Actually, I could always put these as covers for my notebooks because some of the notebooks I have are craft paper, so we'll see. This one has a green stripe, and then this one's a fern page. I love that. I love ferns. And this is the same print as this, but it's double-sided, of course. So you have this wood grain pattern. And then this side, oh, you get double. Okay. So you get that one. I guess there are 2 of the same of each. So total of 6, but 2 of the same. And they're just like dashboard. They're a bit bigger than half letter size. The same size as Cocoa Daisy usually supplies, so you can cut them down, trim them, or whatever. The washi tape that we got with the kit is this fern washi tape. The color perfectly matches with the whole theme. I'm going to swatch it because I like seeing what my washi tapes look like. And I'll keep this open because I have a couple of other washi tapes I want to swatch here as well. Okay, so here she is, and she comes off quite nicely. She's brand new. I love it. And that's going to make a good addition to my TN for all my books. I'm going to use it to decorate. Okay, so next we get a little pack of sticky notes. And again, these don't have to be used just with this kit. You can use it wherever you want to. It says home is where my plants are. I love that. So I might do a plant theme in my planner someday. You also get a pack of notes. So these aren't sticky, they're just like a note paper. So, you know, if you wanted to make a quick list of something you had to go pick up from the garden center, just write it down and take it with you. It says there is just never enough time. I love that. So you get 2 tags. You can label stuff or use it as a decoration. Now, the pin, I was really hoping it would be a magnetic pin, but I was wrong. It is one of these types of pins. So what I might do with this is put it on my actual gardening bag outside. Seems kind of a waste because it's so pretty and outside it's just going to get dirty. But I do have like a special gardening bag where I have my twine, and I've got my cutters and my you know, my little spades and stuff. So I'm not sure what I'll do with this, but it needs to go in a fabric. Like, I guess technically you could poke a hole in your TN and put it there, but why would you want to? I don't know. Maybe. I don't even think it's big enough to go all the way through, to be honest. It might be, but I don't know if I want to put a hole in my TN. I mean, does anyone else do that? The only other thing I could think of is if you put one of these tags in here like this, and then pinned the TN or the pin on there, but I'm not sure if it would flop around a little bit. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Okay. So the next thing, oh, cute, is you get the charm, and I'm going to put this right on top of my TN right now. So I love anything planner related and charm related. So this one, it's kind of like a big round planner charm with some ferns on there. And just going to attach it right on there. Okay, the next thing that you will get are these tiny, tiny little paper clips. So I love paper clips. Like, it's like one of the main things I look for when I get stationery hauls. You get 3 little ones. I got 2 silver, 1 gold. And they're so tiny. You also get a pack of alphas. Now, I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep them all together with my stickers because less packaging, the better. So those are the alphas, and they're like a really pale green. It looks so pretty. Probably use those as headers for my kit. And then you get some stamps. I really want to try using some stamps this time, like picked from my garden. That's so fun. So I'm going to put like the date that I actually pick stuff and when it grows and how long it takes to germinate and all that. So I want to try using some stamps. I only have black ink. No, I lied. I do have colored inks, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. And you can use black as long as it's waterproof, and then you can color them in too. That's always fun. Okay, so then you get this little package of these little ephemera pieces. And My Soul Speaks in Flower. So these, they're not die cuts, but you can glue them into your planner or use washi tape even. Every flower must grow through dirt. They're really cute. Gardening is how I relax. It's another form of creating and playing with colors. That is true. Thrives in dirt. So yeah, so these are just really cute. I'm going to keep these in the little package because they're little and we don't want them to go everywhere. Okay. So then we have the die cuts. Oh, I missed one. I missed this little guy here. Okay, so here we actually get some tabs, and I might be using these. I might use these in my kit with my notebooks because I'm going to have different sections on my books, and these might come in really handy. So I'll definitely use these. I don't know how many you get though, so I see 4 here for sure. So you get a couple of these, and they're die cuts. They're adhesive on the back. A couple of these planners. Those are so cute. And you've got your garden planner and your ruler, and then your, I don't know, paper holder things. And then you have a gardening water can. Oh, that's interesting. A couple of butterflies, a plant, another plant, and then the book again. Okay. Some leaves. And another butterfly. Those are quite pretty. So you don't get tons, but I think this is like a good enough start. So I have 4 tabs. I think that should be perfect for me. So I'm going to keep these. I guess I'll keep these in here for now. Okay, and then you have your rub-ons. So I'll use these to decorate my pages. Rub-ons, I enjoy rub-ons, but at the same time, they're also the bane of my existence, I feel like, because once you take the backing off, it doesn't stay on, and then you feel like you need to use them, or at least I do. But I'm probably just going to use them to decorate my pages, and like I'll plan out my sections and stuff. So I'll try to use all of these up in my planner, my gardening planner. Okay, the last thing we have here are the stickers. So I haven't actually had a chance to see these. And I'll keep everything in this little package too. So you've got some decorative ones, like some watercolor decorative with a few plants. Mostly just words. So it says, I will survive. My favorite pastimes, journaling and gardening. Gardening is how I relax. It's another form of creating and playing with colors. More grows in the garden than the gardener sows. I feel like I should clean the house. I'm going to my garden to play until the feeling passes. Cute. Okay, and then you've got a decorative sheet here with some words at the bottom, another decorative sheet, and then a page of alphas. So between these and these, I'm sure you could come up with some headers for your planner. Okay, so I'm going to put all of these back together in the sticker paper. That is it for the gardening things. And I love that garden kit. I think it's so cute, and I can't wait to set up my garden planner with you guys. So we will do that on a separate day. But it will be soon, probably as soon as I'm done my planner setup for April. Maybe I'll work on this, not the weekend because I'm going to be busy. It's my birthday weekend, but maybe on potentially Monday or Tuesday. We'll see how it goes because my son is he back to school on Monday? No, he has Monday off, so it might have to be Tuesday. And maybe not, because Tuesday is the 1st and that's my busy day. So maybe Wednesday next week. We'll see how it goes. I know I've got lots to do in the next little bit. Okay. So I should have put that washi tape in there. So now we're going to move on to these other washies that I got. So this washi is the freebie that I got with the gardening kit. So we're going to swatch this one as well. So here is the word washi. If I can get it on. I always have trouble finding the ending here. There we go. Okay, so that's what that one looks like. That's actually really pretty as well. Okay, I'll use that one in my kit. And then these next two I actually got from the Take Flight pack. There's a couple of things I got here. One was from Sun Drenched, and then the other ones were Into the Blue, and then Take Flight, which I think is probably one of my favorite kits. I did not get this because I hadn't joined Cocoa Daisy yet. So the things for Into the Blue, I just got two. They were just like the small sticker sheet. This one is from the Creative Kit, and this was from the Main Planner Kit. So when I first found Cocoa Daisy, I had ordered a whole bunch of kits, and I did get the stationery kit from Into the Blue. And like it says July, which is kind of sad because I think I'm going to be using this kit in June, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll probably use it in June along with another kit. It's going to be a surprise, but anyway, it's gonna be really fun. So I'm going to be using this, and I just wanted some extra stickers to go with my kit. So then next, let's look at the Take Flight. So the washi tapes, I don't remember where these two came from, like which kit they came out of. This one was the flower washi tape, which I thought was so pretty. And this will actually, both of these actually will go with my May setup for this year. And that was my intention on how to use them, was to use them for May in both my planners, so my TN and my Franklin planner. Okay, so this is the tulip washi. It took a while to get it unraveled. It kept breaking on me. But this is so pretty. So I could use this with anything that matches these colors. So for May, I'm going to be using it. It's going to be beautiful. And then the orange one, also from the same kit. I'm not sure if these are really old and they're not working, just like my Planners Anonymous ones did, but they are kind of doing the same thing. When the adhesive gets old, they tend not to peel very well. And that's what this one is doing. And that is really not good. But once you kind of get them going, then they seem to be okay. So hopefully this will be fine. Okay. So those are those two washies. And I think even this one is so pretty in like the gardening one. I could totally see myself using that. So there are some more washies in the Sun Drenched kits. I'm just going to keep this out. Feels like I'm collecting tons of washi all over again. Okay, so this is like one of my favorite things in all of the kits. Every time I ever get one, I love getting the overlay and the vellum. The overlay or the acetate, as they're sometimes called. There we go. I also got the pin because I think that's so cute. It says spring. And I might take the magnetic clip from my TN, and I'm going to put this in my Franklin planner because the blue matches it for April. But anyway, and actually these colors would match my things for April. So here's the vellum, matches the washi tape a little bit, and then the acetate or the overlay. So I love collecting stuff like this. I will keep these all together though, because I don't have a kit package for them. So I'm just going to keep everything in it like together. So then I also got the journaling sticker kit. I would have got other stickers, but there was nothing available at the time when I ordered. So I got the journaling kit, and I just absolutely love this. I wish I had been part of this. I wish I had been around when they were doing this kit. I think this was last April, I believe. So here's a full page sticker. This one is balloons in the sky. You get a full page of washi strips. And this is a decorative with some washi strips. Another decorative, but this one has like shine bright like a rainbow. I like people who smile when it's raining. Yeah, it was for April. So I could use this in my April planner if I wanted to, but I might save it for next year. Okay, then you get the alphas, and this color is perfect for my current setup. It would be so perfect. And then you get this one. And also all of the yellows in here would match the yellows, and I guess there's not really any oranges, but any of the yellows and oranges is going to match my May themed setup. So like this right here would be perfect for May. But yeah, I love these colors. I love everything about this kit. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put these stickers, I think I'll put them back in here for now. And then we have, last but not least, I've got these two little bits and pieces. So this one was from the stationery kit, and then this one was from the planner add-on. So this one's decorative. It's got little rain boots, umbrellas, and some rain clouds. Rainy days and Mondays never get me down. And then all of the days of the week. So that's always necessary. The only thing I realized I didn't get were like I've only got like one set of all of the days of the month, but that's okay. I mean, I could set up, if I was to use this in my Franklin, it would be fine, because that's all I need is one set. Okay, so I'm going to put these in here, the stickers. And then last but not least, we have the die cuts. Now I don't remember which ones are which, but I'm pretty sure one set is vellum and the other one is regular, but I guess we'll take a look when we open them. Okay, so these ones are regular. They've got a balloon, you've got a planner tab, an umbrella. You've got a whole bunch of these. So technically, if you had like a ribbon or a string, you could attach some of these to it. I don't know if you'd want to, but that says rainy and renew. Small details. I don't know if these are, they should have adhesive back, right? I'm just gonna double check. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're still adhesive back. So there's tags, a rain cloud in red, all the little things. These aren't quite what we're used to. These feel a little bit different. But I mind you that these were a little bit older too, so maybe that's just how they came. I don't know. And then the other set, let's see what these ones are like. Okay, so these ones have the small page tabs, and I like these because I use them as hinges. So for me, they work well. And these are not, they're like they're regular paper. They're not washi paper or whatever that's called. So you get a tree with a little bird, the weekend banner. I like the colors of that. A gray balloon, a kite and a cloud, another kite, another balloon and a little flag, a rain boot and an umbrella, a couple of rainbows, some flowers that matches the washi tape, a rainbow and umbrella, a whole bunch of these planner tabs. Oh, there's a lot there. Some more flowers and two birds. So that is quite cute. So what I'm going to do here is just keep everything together. So I put all of those back in there, and I'm just going to put them right into this sticker pack here because I don't want to lose anything. I'm going to keep them all together so that I know what kit is what. And this, like I said, this one didn't come with like the planner carry case thingy, so I just want to keep it all together. So, and I hope this doesn't wreck it, but I'm thinking of putting all of that atop the acetate and that vellum. So there we go. And then the washi tape just kind of gets put in my washi container. So yeah, so this is that beautiful kit. I love this. That's so pretty. It's one of my favorites. Then the last thing I got was this one was called Sun Drenched, and I believe this was the creative kit from what I understand. So I'm going to do the washi tape first because it's just right here in front of me. And I really liked some of the other bits and pieces. I think this is when I first found Cocoa Daisy, and I was very, when I kind of looked at it, everything had been sold out when I found the kit, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to remind myself to come back later and check it out. And I was like, wow, if you get everything, that's quite pricey. And at the time, I just couldn't do it because I was subscribed to Jane's Agenda. So I was like, nah, I'm going to hold off for now. But I think my biggest thing is when I first saw this kit, or not this kit, but like Cocoa Daisy in general, I think I was overwhelmed by all of the options. And so I discontinued, like I didn't even look. I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know what to pick. So I'm not going to pick anything. And I just stopped looking. But then I came back to it I think it was a couple years later. And then this is when I found this kit and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. So you have this black. I think that's really sharp looking. I think if you used it in a colorful spread, it would really stand out. Okay, and then if I can find the edge of this blue, that's really pretty as well. And there we go. That's it for the washi tape that I have. Those are so pretty, you guys. I love this one. This one actually goes quite nice with that. But I might use that one in the gardening kit with those ones there. All right. So you have a stencil. So I'm assuming these are for flowers. I don't have any of the inner pieces, so I guess you could piece together your own flower or just draw it from scratch. I'd probably draw a hibiscus or something with this one. It's probably what that is. This looks like a dahlia maybe. I don't know. Anyway, you could stencil it, and this is the middle part of the flower. And then these are the leaves. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so the small sticker sheets, I have the days of the week with some of the like paydays, grocery shopping type things. An elfo, it's yellow with polka dot yellow. I love it. That will actually work in my May kit as well. And I was actually kind of thinking like this would be perfect for my May kit because some of these colors are going to kind of go in, like coincide with it. And then a beautiful decorative. Like I love this rose. It's like so watercolor, but like so artsy. I love that. Okay, and then you get the two of these cards. So they're not pen tests, they're just plain on the back. It says this, and it says delight in the simple things. And then we have the stamps. Here we go. That makes sense. So you would, I'm not sure if that one would be there. Probably not. This is probably different. Stencil is used for creating by itself, but I guess you could always kind of go over it with these. It wouldn't be exactly, but it would, so you could kind of put the color like that and then like stencil over top of it or stamp over top of it. That would be kind of fun. Okay, so then you get another card, enjoy every moment. It's blank on the back. You also get 2 plain envelopes. So I'm assuming, nope. It's like, I'm assuming that fits in there, but it totally doesn't. So anyway, you could use those envelopes to create some cards or something. And then you have a sheet of rub-ons. Like these are so pretty. I love it. It says it's summertime, but April here is definitely not summer. So I would use these in summer. Like I hope they come out with another colorful kit like this because I love that. Then you get 2 sheets of sparkly stickers. I kind of like these. They're perfect for summer. If I had like a really bright floral kit, I would love to use these. The last thing we have are the die cuts. And I'm not sure if these are just paper. Yes, they are. Okay, and these are the ones that have the tiny tabs again. So I really like that because I do like using them as hinges for certain things. So you have a flower, you've got a hummingbird. Love the colors of that. Another hummingbird, some more watercolor flowers. I love these watercolor flowers. They're just gorgeous. And one dragonfly, a weekend banner right here. And I like how all of the tabs are different colors. And I like how that they're bright and beautiful. That's just so pretty. And then another watercolor flower. So I love this kit. I wish I'd had this kit as well. I'm kind of thinking, I'm getting excited. I'm like, oh, I wish I could go back and get these full kits from Cocoa Daisy. I wish I had been subscribed and I had been using them. but then it makes me excited for what kind of comes up, what will come up in the new year. But then I'm like thinking back, and I'm like, Penelope was too florally, too in your face. I think this would have been really nice instead of Penelope. And then we had, I think I like the frog kit. That one was one of my favorites, so that one was fine. Even the April kit, it was just not, it wasn't my taste. I didn't love that. And so I never ordered it. And like, I understand that people do that all the time, but then I had buyer's remorse. I was like, oh no, like, what if I can't get back into Cocoa Daisy? And what if I really like the next theme? So even though May, I'm not loving that theme. So what I've done is I've resubscribed to all of my kits that I really liked, but I basically am going to add other stuff to it because there's some of them that I'm just like, meh, I'm not crazy about, and that's okay. But one of my goals is to use it. So whenever I get a kit from Cocoa Daisy, my goal is to use it all up. And so I don't have leftovers, because especially as we're constantly getting things all the time, it's like you don't want to just sit on this stuff and not use it. Like, that's the point of buying it, is so you can use them. So that's what I plan on doing from now and going forward, is I want to fully use my kits. So that is it for this haul. I know it was kind of a long one and I talked your ear off. I do apologize, but thank you so much for joining me once again. I hope you enjoyed all of the things I showed. I know I'm just kind of loving all of this stuff right now. And I love all of the things for summer. Summer's my favorite season. So thank you guys again for joining me. If you enjoyed what I showed today, please give the video a thumbs up. If you're new, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you join my channel. And last but not least, click the bell button so you'll be notified when I upload new content to YouTube. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, y'all.